Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 18. I'm getting the day right on cultivating self-love. I explain this in every video pretty much, but today I'm gonna jump right into it. Why we're doing this using the book by Louise Hay, Mirror Work. And we're creating new neurological pathways within our nervous system to really cultivate that self-love that a large percentage of us lacks in the adult world, with the intention that that love will be the new point of attraction for people and or experiences in our life. So day 18 is all about receiving our prosperity. And Louise Hay starts us off by asking, are we a magnet for miracles? Are we a magnet for money, prosperity, abundance? Today, you are going to learn how you can be when you open yourself to receiving. This is a good time to go back and look at the notes you have written in your journal when you first started this course. Do you see how much you have learned? Can you see how much more comfortable you are with saying your affirmations in front of the mirror? You are a magnet for miracles indeed. Do you believe that you are also a magnet for money, prosperity, and abundance? There is so much abundance in the world just waiting for you to experience it. There is more money than you could ever spend. There is more joy than you could ever imagine. There are more people than you could ever meet. If you fully understood this, you would realize that you can have anything that you desire. The power within us is willing to give us our fondest dreams and enormous abundance in an instant. Are you open to receiving it? If you want something, the universe doesn't say, I'll think about it. It readily responds and sends it through. However, you must be open and ready in order to receive it. I have noticed that sometimes when people come to my lectures, they sit with their arms folded across their chest. How are they going to let anything in this way? It is a wonderful gesture to open your arms wide so that the universe notices and responds. I invite you to do this right now. Stand up, open your arms, and say, I am open and receptive to all the good and abundance in the world. And now shout it from the rooftops for everyone to hear. I am ready to receive everything that universe has to offer. Prosperity can mean many things: money, love, success, comfort, beauty, time, knowledge. You create prosperity by talking and thinking about your abundance. You cannot create prosperity by talking or thinking about your lack. When you concentrate on lack, it only creates more lack. Poverty thinking brings more poverty. Gratitude thinking brings more abundance. Your mirror work is a very powerful tool that will help bring more prosperity into your life. When you allow the abundance of the universe to flow through your experiences, you can receive anything you desire. All it takes is practice and your mirror. Whatever you give out comes back to you, always. If you take from life, then life will take from you. It's that simple. You may feel that you do not steal, but are you counting the paper clips and stamps you are taking home from the office? Are you a person who steals time or robs others of respect? All these things are telling the universe, I don't really deserve the good in life. I have to sneak it or steal it. Be aware of the beliefs that may be blocking the flow of money and prosperity in your life. Then use your mirror work to change those beliefs and create new abundant thinking. The best thing you can do if you are having money problems is to develop prosperity thinking. There are two prosperous affirmations I have used for many years that work very well for me. They will work for you too. They are, my income is constantly increasing, and I am prosper wherever I turn. When something good comes into your life, say yes to it. Open yourself to receiving good. Say yes to your world. Opportunities and prosperity will increase 100-fold. Once a day, stand with your arms open wide and say with joy, I am open and receptive to all the abundance in the universe. Thank you, life. Life will respond. It will hear you and it will respond to you. So let's affirm. Life supplies me with everything that I need. I trust life. And additional affirmations that she is urging us to do in front of the mirror with arms wide open. I am open and receptive to all good. Keep looking into the mirror and say it again. I am open and receptive to all good. I deserve it. I don't have to sneak it. I deserve it. Let the words flow from your heart. I am open and receptive to all good. Notice how you feel when you say this affirmation. Do you feel liberated? And then she encourages us to do this exercise many mornings until the end of our mirror work and then beyond. It's a wonderful way to increase our prosperity consciousness, because everything is awareness. If, like she says, if we think in lack, then we will experience lack. And it's very often that we do that. Even my partner the other day was mentioning to me that I kept talking about things in the negative way, like, I don't like this and I don't like that. And I was mainly talking about technology, like I don't love how things are changing in AI, ChatGPT, but I'm not accepting my present moment. So he was right, like that's just difficult to continuously hear someone talking. Not that we're not supposed to have an opinion, but if I'm constantly like coming from a place of, oh, I don't like this, I hate that, da-da-da, then I'll come in with this heavy energy, and then that's not always easy for other people to be with. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to learn to love AI and ChatGPT. Okay, so for our day 18 journaling exercise, she is urging us to talk about our beliefs about money. And she wants us to go back into the mirror and say what our biggest fear about money is. So for example, my biggest fear about money is that I won't make as much as I need. But that's not the case, because I've always kind of done the opposite. So what is your biggest fear? Write it down and answer why you feel this way. What did you learn about money as a child? How were your finances handled in your home? How do you handle money now? Write down your thoughts. Do you see any patterns? And continue to do some more journaling to shift yourself into prosperous thinking. Write down what it would be like to have all the things you have always wanted. What would they be? What would your life look like then? Where would you travel? What would you do? And she's prompting us to feel it. Enjoy it. Be creative with our thoughts and have fun. Dreaming and imagining of what it would feel like and what it would be like if we did have that dream job and we made that amount of money that we are thinking that we should be immersed into in order for us to feel, I wouldn't say the happiest, but I guess the most settled. And know that you are one with life. And affirm, I am surrounded by and permeated with an infinite amount of wisdom. Therefore, I rely totally on the universe to support me in every positive way. Everything I could possibly need is already here waiting for me. This planet has more food on it than I could ever possibly eat. There is more money than I could ever spend. There are more people than I could ever meet. There is more love than I could possibly experience. There is more joy than I can ever imagine. This world has everything I need and desire. It is all mine to use and to have. And this reminds me of like the power of these affirmations. If I grew up hearing these things day in and day out, this is how I wouldn't have to do these affirmations right now, because that would be like the predominant energy that would exude from my like inner soul, my inner being, my nervous system, like my vagus nerve, like that would be. But I grew up on things such as life's really hard. You have to be really lucky to make it. It's not easy to find love. There's no men out there. Like all these things that I heard about making money and how hard it is to make money and how hard life is and marriage is hard and this is hard and this is this and this is that. Like I was never told any of these things. I've learned that after, and I feel like I've changed like my inner state of being, and I hope I need to be very mindful in how I speak now around my children, because I'm wondering what kind of beliefs am I like imposing on them, essentially, because they're still in that vulnerable time too, that their brain is still developing. Our brain develops until what, 24 years of age. So yeah, that's very, very big food for thought. So this world has everything I need and I desire. It is all mine to use and to have. The one infinite mind, the one infinite intelligence always says yes to me. No matter what I choose to believe or think or say, the universe always says yes. I do not waste my time on negative thinking or negative subjects. I choose to see myself and life in the most positive ways. I say yes. I say yes to all good. I am a yes. I am a person living in a yes. I am grateful to be one with the universal wisdom and backed up by the universal power. And if you wanted to further read more about that, there is a great book, The Universe Has Your Back, by Gabby something. I forget what her last name is, but I can just picture her. She's a beautiful brunette, but it's called The Universe Has Your Back. And she basically reinforces this concept that it is there to take our order. It's just, we are constantly ordering from the universe what we predominantly think and feel about. So we're constantly manifesting. We're just not aware of it. But I guess if we pay attention to the world around us, then we can see what we're actually manifesting, right? It's our predominant thoughts and feelings. So as we get ready for day 18 meditation, and we settle ourselves on the ground or a chair and take a few deep breaths in and out, resetting our nervous system. The breath is the best way to reset everything. Let go of anger, sadness, anxiety. And we're going to listen to Louise Hayes' words. And she says, you can never create prosperity by talking about or thinking about your lack of money. This is wasted thinking and cannot bring you abundance. Dwelling on lack only creates more lack. Poverty thinking brings more poverty. Gratitude brings abundance. There are a few attitudes and affirmations that are guaranteed to keep prosperity beyond reach. Resenting other people for the amount of money they have just puts up a wall between you and your own flow. And negative affirmations like, There's never enough money. Money goes out faster than it comes in. They represent poverty thinking of the worst kind. The universe can respond only to what you believe about yourself and about your life. Examine whatever negative thoughts you have about money and then decide to let them go. They have not served you well in the past, and they will not serve you well in the future. You can buy an occasional lottery ticket for fun, but do not put a lot of attention into winning the lottery and thinking that will solve your problems. This is scarcity thinking and will not create lasting good. Winning the lottery seldom brings positive changes in anyone's life. In fact, most lottery winners lose almost everything within the first 2 years and are often worse off financially than before they won. If you think that winning the lottery will solve all of your problems, you're greatly mistaken, because it doesn't change or involve changing your consciousness. In effect, you're saying to the universe, I don't deserve to have good in my life except by a fluke. If you change your thinking to allow the abundance of the universe to flow through your experience, you can have all the things you think the lottery can bring you. And you will be able to keep them because they will be yours by right of consciousness. It is no longer a fluke, but a will. Affirming, declaring, deserving, and allowing are the steps to attracting riches far greater than you could ever win in a lottery. Open your consciousness to new ideas about money and it will be yours. If you want to bring more money and prosperity into your life, let's repeat these affirmations with feeling. I am a magnet for money. Prosperity of every kind is drawn to me. At work, I am deeply appreciated and well compensated. I live in a loving, abundant, harmonious universe, and I am grateful. I am open to the unlimited prosperity that exists everywhere. The law of attraction brings only good into my life. I move from poverty thinking to prosperity thinking, and my finances reflect this change. Good comes to me from everywhere and everyone. I express gratitude for all the good in my life. Each day brings wonderful new surprises. I pay my bills with love, and I rejoice as I write out each check. Abundance flows freely to me. I deserve the best, and I accept the best. I release all resistance to money and allow it to flow joyously into my life. My good comes from everywhere and everyone, and so it is. And at this point, I'll invite you to come back into the room, remembering that abundance is felt from within and then felt from the outside world. You deserve to have everything that you've ever hoped and imagined and wanted to have. And I hope this has helped you to shed any limiting beliefs that have allowed you, I guess, not to experience that. And through this way of thinking, you will allow yourself to have the opportunity to feel that abundance. With all my love and gratitude, this is Anna Morfides, Many Horse Counseling, and I'm going to see you tomorrow for day 19.